Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing great and being safe out in this world with all this craziness going on. I have a special guest named Brandon from NAMIKAZE Games or
Hey,
NAMIKAZE.
hey, hey.
Welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I recently started uploading back on my main channel. NAMIKAZE Games is my side channel, so you actually got my intro wrong.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
uploading on my main channel, SSJ NAMIKAZE, and where we have our first few episodes of my podcast with you as the co-host. Um, because I felt like, you know what, why not? It seems
Yeah.
like fun, and we can pretty much talk about whatever, and it's our own show. We ain't got to answer to nobody.
That's right. We owe nobody an explanation. That's right. Yeah, so check out his channel whenever you guys want. He has some pretty good content going up. And, I'm just now starting up to put on some content. I have an Animal Crossing Let's Play coming on soon. I just got the game, so I'm really into it right now. And yeah, I really like Animal Crossing. I've been playing it since GameCube. Do you play Animal Crossing?
I don't. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't give a. I don't give a.
I
I'm gonna
already
keep it.
know
I'm
what
gonna
you're
keep it.
gonna
I'm gonna keep
say.
it. I'm gonna keep it PG. I don't give a flying fladoodle who this offends, but why are people jacking this game off sideways? Like a lot of people I know on my Switch friends list is playing
Right.
this Animal Crossing game, and you included. A lot of people on my
Excuse me?
Facebook and Instagram are playing and posting clips on this Animal Crossing. So I don't know. I don't play Animal Crossing. I've seen videos. It doesn't pique my interest. So it must be popular because somebody apparently said it's like crack. They can't get enough of playing that game. So I don't know, but I'm just like, yo, this game's getting on my nerves. Every time I want to play Mario Kart and dust you in that game, you too busy playing Animal Crossing.
Oh no, I like the game. I've been playing Animal Crossing for as long as I can remember, honestly. The first time I played Animal Crossing was on the GameCube, and that was pretty fun. But what I hated about it is that I guess I didn't have a big enough memory card, so every time I would have to save, I would have to delete memory, and I would just be like, ugh, whatever. So I'm glad this one came out because I don't gotta worry about that. I mean, I have an SD card now, so it doesn't matter. But besides that, that was a little tip on games. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in today's world. We hear about, the corona going on. Let's all be honest about here around here. Like it's crazy out there right now. We live in Florida
Be
and
careful with the C word because YouTube don't like people saying it. So
oh,
just
that's
either
right.
call it the C virus like Resident Evil, or just say Rona.
The Rona out in the streets because it is. Yeah, so we live in Florida, and one of our favorite malls got recently, like, shooted and like pelted by rioters or just angry people, I guess. And, that really hurts me because it's such a pretty mall. Out of all malls that I've been to here in Florida, that was my favorite mall, and I am just offended for them all. Like I love that mall so much, and it makes me sad to see that a beautiful mall that's basically a piece of art just get destroyed like that. And then just yesterday there was like some crazy disturbance going on, and somebody did pull out a gun even though nothing, like no fire or nothing, but it's crazy. So
Yeah,
what do you think about that? It's just, yeah.
the people are savages. Really, we're gonna take our guns and do all this right after we done had curfew, and they took the curfew
Mm-hmm.
away. So primitive. I don't, I just don't get it why people feel the need to go and do that stuff. Some people just need to be sent away, honestly, because I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. Like people over here doing crazy things and attacking malls and attacking grocery stores and retail places, like the attack that they had at Target. And
Oh
speaking
yes,
speaking of
yes.
that attack, there was actually a lady outside of that same store, who was pretending to be disabled. She was basically sitting up
Are
in a
you
wheelchair. Whenever
serious?
people came up to her, she would slice them with her knife.
What?
I'm like, what is wrong
What?
with this? This is a crazy idea.
What? I did not hear about that. Oh
I'm gonna
my
send you the article.
goodness.
But yeah, it was something that was happening. She was trying to pretend like she was disabled. People would say something and be like, "You need help, man." She would just go and stab them.
My God. That's
She felt like she needed to
insane.
protect Target from, and like, why you like? That's none of your business. It's none of your concern. Why you
You
sitting
work
there
in AP
trying to?
now? Just wondering.
She thinks she is apparently. That's another one I need to be sent away.
You don't know AP unless you worked in it. My goodness. I guess she could be perfect for the AP position, maybe. I don't know.
I don't
That's
know. People
I
just
don't
need to
know.
be sent away.
Oh yeah. Like I feel like people like that are just kinda, it's disrupting everybody else's livelihood and it's just creating a lot of fear in this world. Like everybody's already fearing pretty much for their lives because of the virus going around and because it became a worldwide pandemic and it's unfortunate that we have to live in a world that we have to be afraid to go outside now, and this matter just kind of makes it worse, honestly, and I don't
You know
really
where the
want any
virus came
worse.
from?
Where?
Remember what Trump said? It comes from China. The virus, it comes from China. It's the Wuhan virus, and it comes. Ask me, where is it from?
Where's it from?
China. It's from China. When he says it
He
like
says it
that,
just like that too. Wow.
it's from China. The Wuhan China virus. And I don't
Oh
like
my
anybody from.
god.
I have no problem with people from China, but it's from China.
Like I just look at all this craziness going on. I think the world's just gonna split in half any moment now at this point with all this. Am I the only one that thinks that? Is the world ending? Like Jesus.
It's just gonna blow up. We're gonna have
Why
to
do you
live on
think
Mars or
that?
something like that.
Oh
It
my
just
god.
is with all the hatred that's going on and fighting and killings going on in the protesting and people acting crazy and shooting up malls and robbing the stores for no reason, bashing the windows out of people's cars and
Right.
slicing up people and people not listening. All of the innocent killings of black people that's going on, we're just gonna self-destruct because if you don't know somebody, you're just gonna consider them a threat, and that curiosity and ignorance is gonna turn into something you fear, and that fear, whenever you're scared of something, that becomes something that you hate and something that you got to destroy. Because
Exactly.
there was this guy who basically, because all of us as humans have these instincts on what to do in a situation. So basically, let's say you're scared. Sometimes you're paralyzed. You have paralysis, where you're scared of something. Basically, somebody's trying to attack you, and there's nothing you can do. You're just sitting there taking the blows because you're just paralyzed. Paralysis by fear.
Right.
So you got to use your instincts. So you can either sit there and take the blows. You can either sit there and go on the offense and counter and defense, or a third option, you can go with a preemptive strike, get them before they get you. Because
That's
you know what
right. Yeah.
Medea says: if you get me, get
Oh.
me, get me, I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, and then right after that, I'm gonna get my Glock.
You said it. So tell us a little bit about so we talk pretty much every day. Brian and I have known each other since honestly like for 10 plus
Too
years,
damn
since
long.
middle school. Yeah, too damn long. That's right. And he told me this quote just recently too. Um I'd say what, a few months ago you told me this?
Which one?
When technology will be advancing but ideology will not. Like you told me that a couple months ago actually.
Yeah, it pretty much
That's
just goes down into the whole racism thing too, and
yeah.
ignorance, because ignorance can be cured with education. And like I said before, and that's what leads into this, since ignorance can be cured with education, if you're ignorant on something, then you become fearful, and that fear turns into hate. Because if let's say you're scared of a cockroach, you want that cockroach dead and gone out of your house. So you're going to try to
Right.
destroy it. So that fear becomes hatred, and then you want to destroy it. That same thing applies to Black people, Spanish people, whatever other people there are, and those people that decided to be ignorant. That fear turns into hatred because they don't know them and they find them to be creepy or ominous or weird. They're going to perceive them as a threat. So basically, that turns into hatred and self-destruction because you want to destroy that thing that you hate and fear. So we could sit here and have a video conversation from miles and miles away. I could be in China, you could be in Africa or something like that. All we both got to do is type in a couple of numbers or each other's email address. Boom, we're on the phone. And that's great technology, advancing from the 50s onward to this time that we have now. Right. The fact that we can do that proves that technology always advances and it's always getting better. And if our technology can advance, why can our ideology advance?
You know, back in the 50s and those days, we were able to buy a house and not have a problem because it was so much better financially back in those days. I wish the finances were just as good, honestly. Like, it was easier to buy a house, buy a car, you know, get all your groceries, gas. And it's like nowadays, everything is so expensive. It's nearly impossible to buy a house for people our age. And it's just, that's so difficult. We have to literally work so much to a point that we just become overworked, tired. And it's just, you know, we don't even have time for ourselves. We work for such a little pay on top of that. Employers don't want to pay their employees what they deserve because it's just, you know, because of business reasons, so they say. And it's just,
you know, how whenever we would get those employee those personnel or employee evaluations or whatever, they'll find a way not to give you the full raise. Like to be like, oh, exactly. You did good here, you excelled here, but then we gave you like a 2, and the highest score you can get is a 5. We gave you like a 2 here for needs improvement, even though you know your apps didn't need improvement. They're just doing that just so you can't get the full raise on that thing or whatever. That's just how it is, because they don't want you to get that full raise, because they don't want you to rival whatever kind of money they're making. They don't want to see you get to that point to where you're making this much money, and then you get all your things paid off and you're successful. I hate when they do that. And they're like, oh, we need people, we hire it, and they won't call nobody back or nothing.
Oh yeah, no.
Not even a ring. No ring, no nothing.
How these employers want, you know, and people to apply for their jobs that, you know, they have posted when they're not even calling them. Like,
it's annoying. And you know what some of these employers do sometimes too? They'll say that we need the experience, and they'll hire, like, they'll look through all these applications. There'll be somebody that's ridiculously qualified. They'll skip over that person. No, we ain't gonna hire this person, but they'll hire this person that's like brand new, no job, no experience or nothing. They'll hire that person that don't know what they're doing to save money, because they know that they can get away with not paying that person a decent amount because they're experienced. Because if the person's experienced, they got to pay them a little bit higher than somebody that's not experienced. So they'll sometimes hire these people that don't know what they're doing.
That's annoying. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to like, oh, how can I get a job if they won't hire me and I have no experience? It goes back to that, and then it's like, it benefits them, benefits you. I guess.
I don't know why they be doing that.
It's some bullshit. It really is. Yeah. So I was thinking of talking about the new Birds of Prey movie. I haven't watched it. I don't know if you have, but I kind of want to like tap a little bit about this subject, like, you know, just for thought.
No, I haven't watched it. I don't got no interest in watching it. Well, don't get me started because of the disrespect that I've seen. So you know me and my DC and Marvel and my comic book stuff. So Black Canary is one of the coolest DC martial artist females. You can see her on, I'm sure you've seen her when I was watching Arrow and stuff like that. She's the girl with the blonde hair, all black. And she does whenever she screams, it's like a giant wave of that amplifies and hurts people's ears and stuff like that.
Right.
So they got a black chick playing Black Canary. How you got a black Canary?
What?
And it's not racist because you're blackwashing somebody that's originally white. That's like saying let's make Batman black. No one's
Let's
gonna
make
believe.
Black Panther white.
Yeah, and that would be ridiculous too. But here's the thing: no one's gonna believe a billionaire whose parents were killed in a dark alley that's black, because him being black, he would have been shot too. With how society is, so it wouldn't make sense. So how you got a black Canary? That's my first problem with Birds of Prey. My second problem with Birds of Prey is that how this stupid DC universe is going now. I don't give a flying fladoodle who this offends in the comments section. I'm just gonna say it anyway. I don't like how this DC universe is going. How they're basically trying to put Batman and Superman to the side and put all these other characters. And here's the thing: Birds of Prey. Most of those characters in that movie are Batman characters. Yet Batman's not seen or mentioned in the movie. They'll probably I'm pretty sure they made jokes about him. Like I know Harley Quinn named her hyenas that she has in the comments. One of them is named Bruce to be named after Batman. But still, like, how you gonna have Batman characters and villains in it, but no Batman? Harley Quinn, Batman villain. You got what's his name? Black Mask, who Ewan McGregor is playing. That's a Batman villain. You got Cassandra Cain. That's a Batman character. That's one of the Batgirls. You got who else is in that movie? Huntress. Well, technically, she's a Green Arrow character.
Right.
But they still got a bunch of Batman characters, no Batman. And the fact that they keep on shoving Harley Quinn down our throats ever since Suicide Squad. Every time you see Harley Quinn
oh my
now,
God, yes.
it's always the same looking Harley Quinn with the blonde hair, with the red and green highlights, with the short shorts that show half an ass cheek.
I think she's kind of over-sexualized, and I know you can agree with that. Because,
yeah.
Ever since Suicide Squad came out, I watched it. I remember watching it in theaters. Like, I wasn't all that impressed by it. Like, it was good cinematography and all and whatever, but I wasn't all like, oh my God, this movie's amazing. No.
Like, and I love ass and titties more than the next guy, but damn, she's over-sexualized. We don't need to see. Like, when I think DC, I think Batman and Superman. I don't think Harley Quinn when I think DC. She's a Batman character, but I don't think Harley Quinn when I think DC.
Yeah, she's not a number one character when you mention DC. Like, she is now after Suicide Squad, but, still Batman is, like, the classic DC character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time you say DC, I always think of Batman. Like, always. Because what am I going to think about Harley Quinn? She's a side character. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, like you told me that they got a little bit into her story and all this stuff in the TV show or something like that. And I was just like, yeah, but still not enough to be like, oh, yeah, DC automatic Harley Quinn reference. No, not really.
Yeah, because she got so popular in the 90s when they had his cartoon on or whatever. They decided to make her, they were like, you know what, people like her, and people like how she's always with the Joker. So they kind of had her do her own thing, and she had her own comic. Sometimes she would be teamed up, like how she is in the Birds of Prey movie, but actually she's, the movie messed this up because she's actually teamed up with Poison Ivy and Batgirl, and who's another person. Sometimes she's teamed up with Black Canary and not Huntress. So they had her, and some of that stuff was good books too, but they're just overdoing it now. They're just showing her in short shorts to half an ass cheek. Margot Robbie doesn't even have that nice of a butt anyway. It's flat like a TV screen.
Oh my goodness. Didn't you say you saw somebody dressed up as Harley Quinn?
Yeah, this big old chick. Because back when Suicide Squad came out, they always had these girls trying to dress up as Harley Quinn or whatever.
That. Yeah,
now, if the girl was hot, that's fine. Like, I know this girl, she had a nice ass. She was dressed as Harley Quinn. I was like, okay. But I saw this big chick that was in our one of the neighborhoods that we lived nearby. She was big. She did a full split, and her private parts was in the grass.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
The back of her pants was blown out.
Did you yell at her, get up before you catch a cold? Did you yell at her for
I
that or
started to
no?
throw some. Nah, I started to throw some tape at her. Like, you better cover that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that must have been a very
I wasn't gonna miss the opportunity to say that.
that must have been a scary sight to see. You know what? You can't unsee it now. That's all I have to say.
No, you can't unsee it, but I still wasn't gonna miss the opportunity to say that.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. This was like what, last Halloween or like when
This
the
was like
was okay.
3 years ago. Suicide Squad came out in 2016.
All I have to say about that is that the days go, I don't even know what freaking day we are in because of how quick the days and weeks go by. Okay, we're in June now. I'm gonna be in July, like in a matter of 3 weeks or something, 2 weeks. Can't even
Mm-hmm.
catch up. It feels like yesterday this movie came out because of how quick the days are just
Yeah,
going.
it's insane too. The days just go by. We wake up, we do whatever, we talk on the phone or
Mm-hmm.
watch some TV that is nighttime, and then we repeat the process again. That's all it's been.
Exactly. Exactly. So, what hobbies do you like to do during quarantine? How's that quarantine life?
Honestly, it's pretty boring. Like, besides playing Pokemon and smoking you out on Mario Kart or playing
No,
Batman.
no. I've kicked your butt a few times. No, not even a few times. A lot of times. No,
It
I
wasn't
have
a lot of
receipts.
times. I have
I have
receipts too.
receipts. Oh
I
my
got
god.
receipts too. When
I'm
we log into our Switch, you can go on Mario Kart. It's gonna say how many times both of us beat each other, and my number is higher than yours. The last time I checked, which was yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Whatever.
You just don't like to lose, Coral.
You talk about yourself. I asked him this one time, this was just what, a couple of days ago. We were in the last lap and I was like right behind him. A blue shell comes up and then literally just destroys him. And then I just zoom by and I win by a landslide. I'm like, I won fair and square.
That's not
He
fair
goes,
and square. You got lucky. How's that fair and square if I was
I
smoking you
didn't
out
use
the
the
whole.
shell. I didn't
Here's
use
the
the shell.
thing.
That makes it fair.
Still though, I smoked you out throughout the whole race. You would be mad too. Here's the thing: you got smoked
Not
out the
that
whole
mad.
race. I was in first place. You were like in third or something like that, second or third. Out of nowhere, blue shell blows me up right before I get to the finish line. I didn't have enough time to speed up. There you go. You're in first place all of a sudden. I was like, what kind of horse shit is this? Like,
God.
nah. Oh, would you not like to lose? Well, not if something like that happens to me. No, I don't. Now, if I was losing the
That
whole
is not
race,
what you said.
if I was in sixth place the whole time and you were still in first or second place, I would have been like, all right, whatever. But if I
That is,
was in first
oh,
place the entire time, here's the thing: ain't nobody remember the second place winner.
oh my god.
Tell
This
me
is
not. You remember
not.
the first? Do you know the name of the
I
second guy
get
that walked
it.
in the
Yeah.
moon?
Oh
No, but
my
answer my
god.
question. Do you know his name?
Yes.
What's the name of the second guy that walked in the
Oh, I
moon?
thought you said. Oh, I thought you said first. My bad. I think it's because I talked over you. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What's the name of
Oh
the
hell
second guy?
no.
It's okay if you don't know, because not a lot of people do know or remember. What's the name of the second guy that walked in the
I
moon?
forgot.
See, nobody know. I'm serious. Who knows?
People. I don't know. Yeah. So
Like, we all know Neil Armstrong was the first man. No one knows the second man. Buzz Aldrin or something like that. But
Aldrin.
still, ain't nobody. We think about the first place, not second place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin. See, even I had to look at the name up to make sure I was right. Yeah, I was right, Buzz Aldrin. So can't be talking shit.
Oh my god. Here we go.
But yeah, as far as activities go, that's about it. And hopefully, when it's clean enough, I want to go back to the gym. I miss that. I miss feeling sore every time I get a good workout in. Like at the gym, you don't get that same effect at home. But after you get a good workout in, you feel sore and you lay down at night and you're still sore, you know that you had a good workout because you know you were actually doing something. You take a nice
See?
hot shower.
Oh yeah. See, like I don't really go to the gym right now because I don't feel comfortable for that. I just kind of go and roller skate. I have a pair of skates, so I just skate around my neighborhood, and that's always fun.
Okay. Well, what else do you like to do besides skating during the quarantine?
Right now, that's pretty much it for outside activities. I just kind of I skate, and then for inside activities, I'm running out of ideas at this point. Like, you know, I can only do so much. Like, I have 100 hobbies. Really, I do. I crochet. Right now, I haven't done that in like a good year, but whatever. I just recently got a sewing machine and I just kind of been into that and I really love doing it. I've always wanted to do it, so I mean, I got time, might as well. I cook more, so that kitchen of mine is getting a lot of exercise and I'm getting real tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love cooking, but not in this frequency. Not in this frequency. It's too much. Like you can't be like, oh no, I can't agree with that. No, because that's too much cooking.
I
Because
don't
then
be
you have to
cooking
go
every
back to
single
the
day.
store. Yeah, no. I pretty much cook almost every day. Pretty much. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a lot. And then we have to go to the store like what? Once a week? Not
Yeah,
even.
once or twice a week,
Yeah.
depending on where you go.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Like, ugh. And then the fact that the prices get jacked up too. Oh no, the toilet paper too. The toilet paper. They jacked up the price on toilet paper because these people panic buying.
I guess you're gonna have to start using what they used back then before toilet paper was invented. A sponge on the stick or a rope,
Ew.
and do give yourself one of those. Give yourself a little. What's it called? A butt floss or whatever is what they do.
Ew.
That's what they used back then. Well, in your
That is so
case,
nasty.
you have to be going from your Rudy to your Tuda, up and down. That's what they used to do back then.
Oh my, that's so nasty. I don't want to think about that. Gross. I mean, I'm grateful to have what I have today, okay, and today's modern technology. But when people panic buy, it's like that's the end of that. Like, what do you think about these panic buyers?
They crazy. We always had panic buyers because you remember when I used to work at Public, even even before anything panicked or whatever, whenever we had sales, like we had this old lady that would come in there and try to buy like all these sodas that were buy one get one free. She would try to buy like 12
Oh,
of them, and then she would
that is
like
too much.
leave the store, come back like an hour or so later with like a different shirt on, like we don't recognize her, and
Oh my
sunglasses
god.
on, and buy like another 12 or something like that and hoard them all up. Sometimes we see her come to the store and return them, get her money back.
That's ridiculous. Oh my god. You
And
know
you know that
that
people used to try to
uh
do this during the like when it was getting like real bad at the prior one of the pandemic. People would try to like buy all the water and toilet paper and then try to return it in the store and stuff like that. And this is like back in March or whatever when the stores were like, we're not taking this stuff back because of this pandemic. We don't know where these things have been. So stop trying to
exactly.
return this stuff. If you have water and you claim you don't need it no more, give it to somebody or whatever. Give it to your neighbor or something like that. Don't be trying to return it to the store.
See, I don't see why people are panic buying water. Toilet paper too, but come on now. Like the water is not gonna get shut off because of a virus going around. Like my opinion, I do not think that's gonna happen unless there's no way for you to pay your bill. Then that's the only thing I can think of. But aside from that, I'm pretty sure the water is gonna stay on. They're not gonna just miraculously shut it off and then you have no water to shower yourself with or anything.
You
Like
gotta remember though, they don't care though, because we had that conversation basically what they're going to do, or what they started doing when this first started. Oh, so you lost your job? Okay, so let me sign this piece of
Oh,
paper.
that's right.
So
Yes.
you don't have to pay right now, but you're still going to pay this month and next month and the next month and next month, whenever you get your job or unemployment back. So I'm not going to forget about this. They're just going to keep on stacking it and stacking it and stacking it. So
Yeah,
some people didn't
that's
realize they're not going to just sit there and be like, you don't have to pay this month because you don't have it this month. No, you're still going to pay that month. You just got to, they're going to just keep on adding it to your bill. So you don't have the 565 for this month. Okay, fine. We'll just go ahead and void it for now. And then for next month, just whenever you get your job back or whenever you get another job. And then they say, hey, I got a job. And then that person would be like, okay, here's the 565. It's 565. You owe me like 2,000 something. But you thought I was going to avoid that payment? Nope. You still got to pay what's
wow.
due.
Yes.
That's how
It
they.
is.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because like this situation, it's like it's funny how we keep coming back to talking about the pandemic. Whatever though. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, you're pretty much 100% right. Like honestly, that's just how it is. It's definitely like that for my car payment. They're not going to stop charging me until I pay or and and that's it. And I feel like situations like these it's going to escalate to a point where people may possibly lose their homes because a lot of people either lost their jobs or they just simply like got laid off up until further notice. And it's great that some people have the capability to work from home, and that's amazing. Like that gives you some peace of mind. But aside from that, like the people who lost their jobs, that's sad. Like I feel like foreclosure will be very, very like it's gonna be coming down if this doesn't end soon, because it's sad.
Right.
So I think we're gonna end the podcast here. Thank you, Brennan, for joining me today. And yeah, I got really nothing else to say. I will see you in the next podcast. Like I said, if you like this video, click like and subscribe to my channel. Check out Brandon's channel, Namikaze Studios. See what you like, see if you like his content, which
Also,
I'm
if
sure
you
you
or a
will.
loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Yes, check that
Mesothelioma is
out.
a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Exposure to asbestos in the Navy, shipyard, mills, heating, construction, or automotive industries may put you at risk. So please don't, please don't wait. Call this number today at law. And if you use the secret code Brandon or Carla in the phone call, you'll get 2 cents off on your discount today.
You know what? We should have advertised IHOP. Aren't we sponsored by IHOP? I mean, really, no, we're not, but we just say it just for fun. If you go there and you tell them that either me or Brandon sent you there, they'll give you a free pat of butter.
That's right. Go ahead to IHOP
Mm-hmm.
today.
Yep,
Butter's already
that's
free,
true.
but you getting another thing of butter free in case you love buttermilk pancakes.
Get you some butter so you can start baking and spreading it all up on your pancakes or waffles, whatever you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
So Brandon was asking me in his podcast that we recently just did together. So what is it that you asked me?
I asked you who's the character you instantly think of when you hear Marvel, or who's the character you instantly think of when you think DC?
Yeah, guys, y'all gonna laugh at this. Check out his podcast. You guys are gonna literally
Yeah,
like
just watch the podcast because this fool.
just watch it. Like I was acting a whole fool just
I was like, who do you think of when you think of Marvel? This fool goes Superman, Wonder Woman.
I did
I was
not sound
like,
like that.
huh?
I did not sound
What?
like that, but okay. Yeah, I said some pretty funny stuff. Like, I know a lot of you like to quote from my DS unboxing video that I said breath of fresh air backwards, which I did, and I thought it was funny, so I left it there. And the fact that I started saying backwards stuff already. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't me.